The Battle Cats is a cute mobile game that we've all heard of, but if you don't put it down after a few weeks, oh man does it go deep. I challenged myself to play this game for a year straight, with the goal of eventually getting every achievement. That was a grave mistake. Let me tell you, after 6 months, I'm not even close. We are now in the Stories of Legend, consisting of hundreds of stages that serve as my introduction to the many niche gimmicks and powerful strategies you can perform. In today's video, you'll see unstoppable enemies, insane combos, and me suffering. Let's keep going and beat the Battle Cats. Alright, charge. Can I even use this? We also have 2 rare tickets. Oh, nice. Ooh, East stage. I forgot that this dog, like, obliterates everything in its path. Yeah, I'm cooked here. I need to open with Behemoth. That is the only way to take care of these stupid dogs. He has no courier? I have no courier. Everyone is so surprised when I say I have no courier. I still don't know what that is. I didn't know it yet, but this little stage with these really annoying dogs is secretly the key to unlocking arguably the strongest early game DPS unit. And for those of you wondering, yes, this is still very much the early game. Literally the only way to take care of these stupid dogs is a Behemoth. Oh well, a Behemoth carries. Carries gross. You can do that. Oh, they have a wave, right, I forgot. Harris spam, you said? For most of this video, you'll see me get carried through various event stages by my chat on account of having no clue what I'm doing. If we wanted to watch someone competent play Battle Cats, we'd watch Lucas. Whoever Lucas is, he's more competent than me. If you're here for incompetent content, came to the right place. I do not have Overrun, but I'm on scratching post. Because the first dozen subchapters of Stories of Legend were quite easy and repetitive, I saw no harm in doing them off camera. So in today's episode, we get to catch right up to when it gets exciting. Basically every stage leading up to the Great Escaper was free for me by using Gao and Bahamut. This stage is special though, because you receive woth as a reward for beating it, who's not only a decent backliner, but also the source of another Meow Medal. Once you spawn Gao, it's GG's. Alright, I'm just gonna stall. Oh yeah, I forgot she nukes. Oh, she dead, bro. Wolf. That's another medal. Oh, that's a cool one. Between defeating Bahamut during the last video and now, I also got 2 more medals off camera. The Future is Ours for treasure grinding into the Future Chapter 1, and Storm of Steel for beating the Metal Cyclone. Which of these cats do I get rid of for talent points? Talents are a new mechanic that I have as of beating Into the Future. Giving a unit talents gives it abilities that it wouldn't normally have, such as allowing Cameraman to perform critical hits. This is actually how I beat the Metal Cyclone. Yippee, more user rank. I reward 3 Uber Cat's Eyes. Cat's Eyes are another essential item. They allow me to level up my units past level 30, and of course, what better to do with that than make your most powerful unit even more unstoppable. Treasure? No. Treasure for... What? I also got my very first Twitch sub. Shout out to Cami Cakes. Thank you so much. Twitch subscriptions take money, but you know it's free? YouTube subscriptions. You should try it out. I play all kinds of games, and I'm thinking about doing some of these next. Go ahead and give that button a press if any of this looks appetizing. Last year's where most of your progress. Okay, well it does help if you play on a schedule. I will say, playing with like expectations on my back during the streams, it has helped. Oh my god, black bears. Ah, metal. Enemies are coming out in 3s. Never mind. So maybe I shouldn't have gone with the anti-metal. Okay, I see how this stage is. Okay, I will go with my regular set. Could have gotten an anti-trait. Why is Legends suddenly getting so tough? I'm gonna save up until I can get an Amaterasu. Oh yeah, Ibisu. Oh my god, Ibisu is so good. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Already have this guy. Already have this guy. Oh my god. What? Already have this guy. Oh, finally. Oh, I've been looking for this one. The next day was the Madoka Magica collab. Nothing terribly special came out of this, except for the QB cat. This little poser is now my favorite meat shield in the entire game, for one simple reason: survive. Meat shields are designed to take a hit. QB has a 40% chance to survive a hit, which effectively makes it as useful as 1.5 of itself. On top of that, it only costs 15 cents more than your standard Macho Cat. And right next to that is the next most useful meat shield, the Crazed Cat, which I unlocked the same day. He fast. That is all. These new tools, combined with my ridiculously overleveled Shadow Gao, allowed me to breeze through the rest of the early stages leading up to our next major boss, Saint Red Fox. They include red in the title, red stage. At last, he's here. He's ready to murder this little kid. Like taking candy from a baby. Except that's actually a good thing because candy is bad for babies. I can't do a shadow impression because I'm too small. especially after I've been talking into a mic for 4 hours. We're taking candy from this baby. Ooh, Madarasu's dead. The little kid attacks a lot faster than his older version as well. Now I just need to keep me shielding so I can have Bahamut back. Oh no, all of my good units are dead. I need Gao back. Lord, guys, come on. Okay. Okay, all the Ubers are dead again. Hey, he's dead. All right, I can finally go eat.
Guys, I have some exciting news. I just got my first channel sponsor. Guess what it's gonna be? Yeah! War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. Just look at the forums. Huh? What's that? Okay, update, do not look at the forums. Choose from over 2,500 incredibly detailed and realistic tanks, planes, helicopters, or ships from 10 major nations, going from the armored cars of the 1920s to my personal favorite, fighter jets. No other game will have you feeling like you really are at the helm of one of humanity's greatest war machines. On top of looking visually and physically impressive with its accurate hitboxes, this game is insanely optimized, so you could even play it on a 3-year-old Zenbook Duo, which, believe it or not, is what I have been editing these videos on until recently. With over 95 million players, there's no better game out there for people who are fans of military history, or are like me and just want a power trip. War Thunder is completely free to play on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and mobile. If you want to sign up, you'd better use my link in the description. If you're on PC or consoles, you'll get a bonus pack for players that are new or haven't played in 6 months, including the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 silver lions, and a 7-day premium account. If you don't, then be willing to receive a laser-guided missile from an L-39 Albatross coming straight to your house. Thanks so much to War Thunder for kickstarting this new chapter of my channel, and let's get back to our more alternative war methods. I began the next stream by getting the last of the treasures from Into the Future.
All right, we got the 3rd medal.
Putting us at 18 medals and 15% completion.
And 2.5 million XP. Let's go, Manic Mohawk. Yeah, Courier Cat. So I need 2 reds. If the Phoenix Bird is here, then surely it'll be here. Yeah, okay. Now I can farm some redstones. Oh, I need to get it to 30. But I am now a proud owner of the Courier Cat. Let's go.
This cat changes everything. The moment I slid Courier into my loadout, he tore through everything with a hint of red on it, essentially making the entire enemy class a joke for, honestly, the rest of the run entirely. In addition to his insane strength against reds, the Courier is also buffed against Behemoth-type enemies, like the aforementioned annoying dogs. After taking care of those stages, I got my hands on my next Manic with the help of Magicka from the hit anime Homura Magica. Then came my least favorite event in this entire game's history. The Underground Labyrinth. The gimmick is simple. After each stage, win or lose, some of your units get captured, and you can't use them again for the entire event. This is the worst fucking thing ever. Forcing me to use units that aren't good just makes me lose the stage, and then more of my units get captured, so I end up having to use good units anyway just for those to get captured too. And of course, there are multiple medals related to completing this. Straight up, I don't want to do it. Yep, sorry, 100% challenge failed, I guess. Tear down the set, tear down the house, tear down my kids. I'm still gonna do this series anyway because it's fun and I like you guys. Mwah. I'm now at a point where I can't upgrade any of my base stats anymore, so when I pull them from cat capsules, I can trade them in for rare tickets. I also got what may be the best ticket this game will ever have.
The 100 million download ticket for $20.
And I got this unit. And my chat says it's bad? Come on, it's a legend rare. He's resistant to freezing? Come on, guys. Come on. Well, he's got Omni Strike, and that helps with zombies, so I used him to clear up the zombie stages in all 3 chapters of Empire. Also, thanks to the game getting 100 million downloads, I was able to play the Golden Tower, full of plenty of stages that dropped hard-to-earn rewards like Cat Fruit, which I used to evolve some more of my units.
And this is where...
Yeah, I don't know that.
No way. Obi?
For the first half of the next stream, I reacted to the current Nintendo Direct.
Oh my God. Oh my god, it finally happened.
I've since played and uploaded all of the new Deltarune content, so please go check those videos out if you haven't already.
Something important is going on. The Legend Rare ticket. This is an $8 chance at a Legend Rare.
There is a rarity above Uber Super Rares. Legend Rares. These units deserve the title. Every single one from this category is packing either huge attack, insurmountable defense, or even a duplicate Uber.
$8 for this. You're right. Talent points. That's how pissed I am. 50 of those. Bam. Catalyte.
And so I went back to being carried through Legends by my one very, very good unit.
For your opponents in the color blue. I mean, do you not see? Oh no, 2 of them. I'm not gonna be able to do 2 of them. None of my other units are gonna make it over there. I need Legolas again.
Yes, I told you this guy would be useful. Look at him. I love you, Legolas Bossalon. As it turns out, there's one attribute of this guy that I need badly to get through a few of these stages. Immunity to waves. In short, when an enemy does this, he just doesn't take any damage. Legolas haters can suck it.
God damn, I did not expect this enemy stacking.
I'd like to take this moment to hate on metal enemies. The Battlecats devs decided the game was too streamlined and fun, so they decided to add an enemy class that is susceptible only to RNG, requiring critical hits to be defeated. And at this time, my only good critter was Jurassic Cat with a 5% hit rate. You know the best part? You aren't guaranteed to have any critical hitters at this stage of the game, so even having this measly thing was a stroke of luck in of its own. Metal enemies would be more fun if they were balanced around crits not existing at all.
Please crit the Rhino. Please, there we go. The sooner we kill this koala, the better. Rare footage of Legolas actually being useful.
We're just passing the halfway mark of Stories of Legend, and it's starting to get less repetitive and more strategic. You start to see some interesting enemy combos here. Strong backliners that are defended by powerful offense,
That fucking bird that I hate.
every bun at once, and learning to defend against ultra long-range enemies, with the roughest of them all being codename Red Riding.
Oh my god, that's long range. That's not fair. Oh my god, that's half of my base health gone already.
This stage is rough and packed with heavy artillery. Once this terrifying woman has taken 12 very small steps from her base, it's only a matter of time before yours is destroyed. She's got a massive blind spot, but comes with incredible short range and mid-range defense, and it doesn't stop coming either. After 4 losses, the strategy that finally worked for me was quickly taking out these hyenas, which was only possible thanks to Gao, and getting up close and personal as quickly as possible, praying I'd be able to tank the hits from Lenoir and Sunfish Jones. It seemed like it was working until she was moved out of my range by Sniper the Heavy. I didn't mention exactly when I unlocked this unit because, come on, I have 20 separate streams to cover here, but I had been using him because of his ability to interrupt boss attack animations with a guaranteed knockback ability. This ability happened to knock Mina just out of the range of my attacks, allowing her to finish off my base while the defense tanked my damage. This left her with 1% HP, and I'm sure you know me well enough to know what happened next.
There we go.
It's now stream number 15, and due to the way Cyclone stages work, I wasn't able to stream myself getting Holy Squall or Alien Weather, because they only happen on certain days of the month when I'm not streaming. I also got Novo Rich for earning 10 million cents while all that was going on.
Ooh, finally a super.
I took an attempt against one of many Advent stages, which are once-a-month opportunities at medals and new units. This one has an alien boss, and I'm pretty decked out against aliens now, especially thanks to Can Cat, which deals a whopping 38,000 damage per hit and has a talent allowing it to target aliens.
Once that sloth dies, it's over. Hey. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, sloth one shot. Typical. So unfair. Alright, sloth is down. It's over, queen. Let's go. That's another medal.
The next Advent stage of the day was much harder, and I only very narrowly beat it.
Bahamut to take care of the hippos, because can't do it myself. Ice, steel, and angels together is going to be a serious problem. Ooh, come on. No way. Right, Strat, you can take anyone down. And 26 medals? Oh yeah, because we got Riding Hood. 21%. We are 1/5 of the way through this challenge.
The next stream was also interesting. I made a decision in this playthrough that a lot of seasoned veterans might not agree with, but I see it as necessary in order to experience as much of Battle Cats as I can throughout the course of the year. But for those of you who don't know, let me introduce you to the concept of seed tracking. If you've ever played Minecraft or Terraria, you'd know that all worlds that generate are random, but they all have a seed, which is a number that determines how the random numbers are calculated. If someone else has the same seed as you, they will have the exact same Minecraft world. The same concept applies to Battle Cats. The gacha rolls you get are in a random order, but there is a seed associated with them. So if you find the seed, you now have the ability to track which cats you'll roll next, and thus, by changing how you choose to spend tickets or cat food, you can pretty much choose whatever unit is available at the time.
Wushu. Wushu. I feel it. I feel the power.
The reason I did this is so that I no longer have to rely on luck to progress. I can ensure that I have every rare or super rare unit I need exactly when I need it. On top of that, some of the uber rares I can get will also make some stages plenty easier. One such essential unit was Swimmer Cat, which might be the game's best anti-floating attacker. It's not amazing until its true form, but the fact that it took me this long to find it made everything leading up to this point more difficult than it had to be. It's also really fast, which comes in handy for SOL's more gimmicky enemies, like this one, which freezes units from a distance. Stages like this are frustrating, but fulfilling. There were times where I knew I was using the best units possible, but they weren't working, and I felt like maybe I was just missing something that makes this easy. But oftentimes chat would let me know how to execute the proper strategies, and completing the level felt more rewarding. Progress, though, was definitely beginning to slow down. Then came Australia.
Quite a big spider.
If you've ever watched One Piece, my favorite anime, you'd know about the time skip. The moment in the show where the main characters take a 2-year break from being characters and focus on training and self-improvement. And while I didn't exactly train for 2 years, I did study computer science abroad at the University of Sydney for a month, which prevented me from live streaming. But while I was there, I grinded. I ground until I made it through basically all of Stories of Legend, saving the last couple chapters for my viewers. And by the time I was back, I had 30 Meow medals and was officially at 25% completion.
While we're here, while we're waiting for everything to load, I want to start by saying it's been a while. Some interesting things have happened. For one, we got this right here. Is that a sub? Thanks very much. Oh, there's the alert. Okay, let's catch up. This is going to be like a One Piece time skip, because look at this. We have full cat cannon development. We have now 33 medals instead of 30. You fuck off. We have some new units, most notably the Child of Destiny, King Fano. He's an extremely powerful anti-trait, and big one, I am almost caught up with Stories of Legend, as well as beating Cosmos Chapter 2, and finally, I opened the Aku Gates.
I know I'm definitely skipping over big sections of the progression here, but worry not. Cats of the Cosmos and Aku Realms will both be their own separate videos. It'll be slightly out of chronological order, but I chose to do it this way for the sake of watchability. And now back to Legends. If this stage was a living person, I would tear its throat open with my bare hands. Look, you get a minute and a half to destroy this base before Assassin Bear comes out and completely ends you. Behemoth doesn't do enough damage. Nothing does. Oh, but Mykra, you say? You just have to block the wave that comes out. Then Behemoth will do enough damage with what wave blocker? There's no wave blocker units in my army. This is why we're doing things like seed tracking, okay? Because even with seed tracking, it took me weeks to get my hands on Kotatsu Cat, the unit you're intended to have during this fight. I'll say it again. You are intended to have a non-guaranteed gacha unit. That is so stupid.
At last, my first wave blocker.
Luckily, with the power of seed tracking, it was a matter of eventuality. And yes, that was all it took.
Oh my god.
I felt empty inside and a bit laggy.
Okay, you new viewers do not know how much pain this stage caused me.
You might have been wondering why my setup changed as well. Of course, after studying abroad in the summer, I didn't have any college dorm to go back to until fall. So I was stuck at my parents' house with awful Wi-Fi. Not the best for streaming. A few of my clips are gonna look like this.
Oh, that's so busted, dude. I love wave block. And then we're gonna want Bahamut in there. Oh my god. The Gao is definitely carrying here. He's played so much when I was younger, but I never played Swords Legend. Yeah, dude, when I was a kid, I thought that I had experienced like the whole game, and I was so wrong. I bit off more than I could chew with this series for sure.
We now leave the early game of the Battle Cats. This doesn't just tell you how far I've come, it also means there is no longer room for error. In any stage, I have to bring just the right units to counter the enemies, optimizing every last slot. I also started using cat combos, which are certain arrangements of cats that buff your stats, but only when sacrificing a potential additional unit is necessary.
Minisaurus. These are both ass combos, bro. All right. Looks like we're going well.
I finally feel like I'm really trying. Compared to what I'm doing now, the Battle Cats was nothing more than a collection quest, but as the stage names got more dramatic and my view counts continued to rise, I realized just how big this actually is. Hundreds of thousands of people are now behind me, all for this stupid mobile game, and I don't want to disappoint. The Cat Army's conquest of history itself begins and ends with me.
As long as I don't get pushed back, we're chilling. They're gonna start damaging base now. Yeah, maybe I should spawn in Faunoa instead of Behemoth early. Does Faunoa really do this much less damage than Behemoth? There we go. All we needed was money. Nice. Okay, Behemoth go. Okay, the knockback on Sal works. Yeah, welterweight. Okay, angel stage, let's go. I have an angel loadout right at the ready. All right, got a can in the blind spot. Awesome. Okay, finally not completely fucked over by that. All right, W's. Most forgettable level. Rub. Oh, what a loser, dude. UCAN is nothing. 542. I don't know what that is in dollars. Yeah, okay, so putting out Gao was a good idea. Because now I'm gonna have a second one when I need him. Alright. If any enemies show up, I lose. That's just how it works. Insane way to end Legends, honestly. That's why it's called Unkept Promise. Oh. Is that all? Laboratory for of course. I've got all the energy I need, so it's just worth a try, right? Manipulate is a solid choice. Yeah, dude, I'm starting to figure this shit out.
Bun Buns have already made a name for themselves in stories of legend as formidable opponents. This stage is home to Mecha Bun, the ancient machine, and it is ruthless. The opening to the stage was tough on its own, and took a lot of my focus and my cash. By the time Mecha Bun showed up, my best anti-floating unit wasn't enough to keep it back.
I definitely did not stall long enough. I could have done it longer. Oh man, the fish is dead. Yeah, I just needed to stall longer.
I was running out of space and money, but sometimes all you need is just the right cat in the nick of time.
Yeah, I guess we're coming back from that. Believers, Ebisu carry strikes again. Ebisu is beyond cracked. Dude, he's getting juggled by fucking Ebisus. There we go. It's done. The Ebisu juggle! The Ebisu juggle is real! That's another medal, baby. First medal in a while.
This part of the game was a huge pain, and I could not have done it without you. No, seriously, I would have dropped this if it didn't make me a crap ton of money. Thanks for watching, and thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring me. It's still free, still available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Android, and iOS. You can still use my link in the description to get the limited time bonus pack, and finally, you can still support me by subscribing. I'll see you guys next time for Cats of the Cosmos.